Come to me, my children. Follow the sound of my voice to receive thy blessings. Unburden yourself.
Ow, 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 ow.
And welcome to the Church of Last Resort with the Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle. The Church of Last Resort, where your prayers are heard, your sins forgiven, and no matter what you believe, you won't believe this shit. And now, the Reverend, the Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. It is the blessed Sunday morning, Sunday, November 24th. At least in my part of the world, I don't know what time and what day it is where you are, but wherever it is, I'm sure it's a good time. That's what we're here. We're all here. We're all about the good time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So good morning, brothers and sisters. And this includes our new members who may be enjoying us or joining us for the first time, wherever you may be and wherever you want to be, because you may not be where you want to be, but here you are. Welcome to the Church of Last Resort. I am the Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle, PhD, DDS, ADHD, MCMLIX. People have also called me the race reverend, the pervert pastor, the vile vulgar vicar of vice, the sexy shepherd, the missionary man, the dirty deacon of doggy style, the frisky friar, the ass man abbot, the booty banging brother, the handsy high priest, the holy hoe, one of my favorites, the holy hoe. That's right. Holy hoe. I'm sorry. I know, I feel a little Cab Calloway. I think that should have been a Cab Calloway song. I say holy ho. So, yeah, I love Cab Calloway. For those of you who don't know who Cab Calloway is, watch the Blues Brothers and just skip to the end. Because hidey ho, just skip to the end. Near the end. But he did the concert. Skip. Fast forward. That's right. I'm also known as the divine dominating dominee. Or is it domini? Domino. Okay, so I'm also called the depraved preacher, the minister of making love, the clergy of cunning conversation while eating pussy, and that nasty N-word. And today only, because today is a Sunday before Thanksgiving, you can call me a job turkey. All right, job turkey. I got to wear it like this because my head is too fat to fit it all over the whole face. I tried beforehand, and it just won't fit. My face won't fit. It just, I don't know why. I think turkey shrunk when I washed it. I mean, when I dried it. Well, I washed it, then I put it in the oven, so it probably shrank. Because I'm sure my head's not that fat. It can't be. It can't be that fat. It says I'm blurred. I don't know why I'm blurred. I have no fucking idea why I'm blurred. Maybe I don't know. Supposed to be autofocus. Don't know why I'm blurry. I'll find out one day. The point is, I come by many names and by many methods, but I do not come easy. That's right. So let us begin, as always, in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor. Can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That's right. Next time, if the choir could just do it all at once instead of individually in little groups, it's like Section A goes, fuck yeah. Section B goes, fuck yeah. Section C goes, fuck yeah. Section D goes, fuck yeah. Section E goes, fuck you. I said, whoa. Get that nasty mouth out of here. Lord have mercy. So, maybe I don't know. Maybe this is making it blurry. I don't know. Maybe there's just too much brown for the lens to focus on. I got my face, I got the turkey, I got the painting behind me, and said, I don't know what brown thing to focus on. I don't know. It's just too much brown. I don't know. We'll see. But it is time for our opening prayers. Let me get rid of some of this brown because otherwise I'm going to keep adjusting the turkey on my face. But you too can get one of these. I've had this for years. If you remember last week, I also had the this thing here, which there we go. And the reason why I didn't wear this was because I remember it last time. It looks like I had playing with boobs on my head, like the woo, 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 like that. So that's why I didn't wear it this time. The temptation to play with the boobs was just too great. I could not resist. I could not resist playing with tatas. Couldn't. Even though they're not real tatas, they're drumsticks. I couldn't resist. I guess that's just a little kid in me. Actually, there better not be a little kid in me. That'd be like wrong, illegal in some places. Well, at any rate, so take some of that collection money and put some good. You know, I am using my phone because my Wi-Fi said today's Sunday. I'm taking the day off. I'm going to go visit family. So it is time for our opening prayers. If you or someone you know is in need of prayer by the Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle, moi, please send your request for a prayer or healing or forgiveness, any such bullshit or request to me at Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle with an E at gmail.com. And please remember to spell roll with an E on the end. Otherwise, that other imposter, Jelly Rolle, even though he's lost weight, he has not lost his inability to care about you. So do not use that one. Use me. I'm not saying don't abuse me, but use my email address. Okay. I mean, you can abuse me. I can take it. I'm a grown ass man. Then it's not just abuse. That's just part of the job, you know. And if jobs are meant to be fun, they wouldn't be called jobs. It'd be called play. So there we go. So if you want your blessings heard, send them to me. And I know I don't have any. I checked this morning, and nobody emailed me except for a young man named Ron Kane, saying that they had some openings at an open mic and wanted to know if I wanted to come out and give a sermon during the open mic, and I had to decline. So now for our disclaimer: while all prayers are heard, not all prayers are answered when we want them to be. Some loopholes, restrictions may apply. Okay. And another loophole or another thing is if you're watching on X or Twitter, the Musk channel, I can't see your and you send me a message, I can't see it. I can only see it if you send it right there where I can see it. If you send it someplace else, I can't see it. It's got to be right there on my screen so I can see it, right? I'm just letting you know. So, switch to YouTube and I can see it there, all right? Watch it on YouTube, I can see it. But if you're watching on X and you don't want to comment, by all means, have at it. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. Years go by quicker than you think. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. And my name is the Reverend Dr. Jelly Rolle, and I'm going to enjoy myself first. Okay, bow your heads, unless you're driving your car or your significant other. And if that is the case, sorry about that, my mic started to slide. I had to catch my mic. Yes, indeed. If that's the case, just close your eyes like this. Okay, you can't see. I do this. See? Close your eyes. Don't do this. That's a wink. See, that's a wink. This is closing your eyes like that. Okay, and don't do this. That's a blink. Okay, you got to close your eyes like that. Okay, that's close your. I just bumped to the camera. Sorry. But anyway, when you do it, let Jesus do the driving while you pray. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dear Lord, please bless brother Safia. And I'm assuming that's how you spell it, say it, because I've never heard anybody say it other than myself. And I wouldn't lie to me. But Lord, you probably know him by his Christian name, Reggie Gibson. And it's probably Reginald, but they didn't put that part in the news article. They just said Reggie, like somebody named their son Reggie. Who the fuck would name their son? Never mind. That's beside the point. Reggie Gibson, or Safia, was an Oakland-based rapper. And I'm not talking about Christmas. I know it's that time of year when people are starting to get shit rapped. I'm talking about the verbiage rapper, where they sit there and they play music and they talk to it and they slap their face and they grab their crotch and they do this and they say things like bitch ho, bitch ho, cop, 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 fuck, bitch ho. Okay, that rap. That's what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I think that's a song, and I might get a copyright strike. I'm not sure. We'll find out in the morning. Okay. He died at the age of 54 after years of battling health issues. Kind of like Mike Tyson. He was in the ring recently battling his health issues, old as fuck. I'm sure at 54, that wasn't his problem. Old as fuck is not the condition that 54-year-olds suffer from. Reggie, or Safia, was known for his appearance in the 1993 film Menace to Society and other albums like 1994's Boxcar Sessions. The rapper died on Tuesday, November 19th. Happy birthday, GD. You moved up one more spot in the rapper chart. As if GD could rap. Oh, Lord have mercy. A cause of death had not been determined yet, though Safia had suffered from a series of health issues over the years. According to TMZ, which I think is too much telephone, I don't know, the California native had at one point begun using a wheelchair after having a cancerous tumor removed from his spine. So the cause of death is not a tumor. It's not a tumor, okay? Because that was removed from his spine. So it's not a tumor. Thank you, Dr. Schwarzenegger. Safia was also involved with Digital Underground with Tupac Shakur, who is still performing under the name of Tupac Shakur, just in another country, if you believe in that shit. And also, he was in Digital Underground with Shock G, but this was back in the 80s. And a lot of you weren't even born then. I'm fucking surprised that you even know what the Digital Underground is, or Tupac Shakur, or Shock G. I didn't know what Shock G was until I did this obituary. No fucking idea. So, rest in peace, Reggie. Can I get a Safia? So good. I'm sorry, that's bad. That's really bad. But I really wanted to do something with that name. I could have said Safia Loren, but nobody would know what the fuck I was talking about. All right. Dear Lord, bless brother Dennis Bryan. Dennis Bryan was the drummer, known for his time with the Bee Gees from 1973 to 1981. Yes, they had drummers. I was like, what? The Bee Gees had a band? Yes, they had a band. He has passed away at the age of 76. He died at his home in Nashville, Tennessee on Thursday, November 14th. Bryan's cause of death is undisclosed. Yes, yet another senseless death caused by undisclosed. One of the leading killers of celebrities today, undisclosed, followed by lung disease. We need to take up a collection and just fix it. We're losing too many people to that. The loss of Dennis Bryan comes shortly after another Bee Gees drummer, Colin Smiley Peterson, was reported deceased earlier this month. Whoa, a twofer. BOGO. That's right. Bury one, get one. Was that bury one, give one? Give one. The Bee Gees, at this point, are several dead drummers short of a full spinal tap. There you have it. So rest in peace, Brian. Can I get a ah, 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 ah? You know the rest. You know the rest. Ah, 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 ah. Yes, indeed. And my audio is as bad as my video. Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say about this now. My wife Ramona walked by and said I should say, "Have a wonderful Sunday." I don't know if she's talking to me or if she's on the phone. But Ramona says, "Have a wonderful Sunday." Dear Lord, please bless Brother Michael Newman. Michael Newman, the real-life lifeguard who appeared for 10 seasons on Baywatch as one of the action show's most popular characters, has died after his long battle with Parkinson's disease. It shakes me up to hear that. I'm all shaken up to hear that. Yes, indeed. He was 67. Okay. Now, was he one of the most popular characters? I know the most popular character was slow-mo running shot. It's funny. I never watched Baywatch. I don't know what music they use. And whenever I do this, I think of doom, 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 doom. So I know that's not the right thing for Baywatch, but I never saw an episode of Baywatch. One, I do know that whenever they showed like a clip, somebody was running, and I think they were doing like this. They were running in slow-mo, and it would be like this. I think, yeah, I can do this. If you run in slow-mo, it'd be like doom, 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 with a surfboard or something in the hand. So, yeah. So Running Shot was the most popular character on that show. But after that, I have no idea who it is. Newman died Sunday, that's not today, last Sunday, at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. A one-time Ironman competitor and firefighter who was 6'5" and 250 pounds in his prime. They had to say at his prime because I guess he was not like that now. Newman was the only Baywatch cast member who actually worked as a Los Angeles County lifeguard, having started out as a junior lifeguard in the shadow of the Santa Monica Pier when he was 10. Newman also was one of three. He was in one of three episodes, the syndicated spin-off Baywatch Nights in 1996, and in the 1998 straight-to-video Baywatch White Thunder at Glacier Bay. Rest in peace, Michael. Can I get a surfs up? Mahala. That's right. And finally, Lord, please bless the entire behind-the-scenes staff at Mind Dog TV. They are truly doing your work, helping to spread our word, or your word, not my word. My word is meaningless, but your word, that's something. Your word is special. And spreading your word throughout the wordosphere. It could be anywhere today. But here today to let me know that I have blurry faces and bad sound. And I can't do shit about either one right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Maybe I could do this. Is that better? My face is better now? All right. So, but they could be anywhere. But they chose to be here to help out. Bless them. And that ought to count for something. Yes, indeed. Dear Lord, thank you. MindDogTV.com, the place to go to get all of your coffee with the dog and church of the last resort gear. We have lots of it there. We have so much gear. If there's a gear, we have it. It doesn't matter what model car you got, we have a gear for it. Doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle you have, we have a gear for it. Doesn't matter what kind of Richard you have, we have a gear for it. Yes, indeed. So go to MindDogTV.com for all of your gear. So, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I can't find my flask. Oh, there it is. I can't reach my flask. I just found it. I can't reach it. But in the name, let's have a little bump for the Lord. Yes, indeed. Now this actually has This is just regular water. This isn't real bumping. See, see how good that was? That's water. That's okay. It's for the Lord. I'm sure I could turn it to one. He could turn it to one if he wanted to. But why should he waste effort on me, right? He's got to take care of all of you. Don't worry about my whining. That's right. So, and with George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. There we go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Lord. We have a hell of a sermon for you today. Something that's been bugging the fuck out of me for like 12 hours now. Like it's been for 12 hours, it's been bugging the shit out of me. I can't get it out of my brain. I just can't get it out of the fucking brain. Yeah, it's really been bugging me. But before I tell you about what's been bugging me, let us talk to you. Let's tell you about the Coffee with the Dog and how you can get on Coffee with the Dog this fall or winter. Yes, indeed. Where is it? There's no picture. Yes.
Comedians, musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with Dog is booking for the
fall and winter
now. Get free publicity and hone your interview skill in a fun and safe setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock in syndication on iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard, like Zoom but easier, although occasionally we do in-studio interviews. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, and they have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities such as Robert Klein, Mike Binder, Eddie Brill, Doug Stanhope, Steve Byrne, Paul Provenza, Jeff Altman, and many, many others. For booking, go to mydogtv.com/booking.
Thank you, Sister Curly Hair. Thank you, Sister Curly Hair So Bright. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. Never met her personally, but she does good work. Brothers and sisters, today's sermon is called Public Office, Public Records. Okay, something happened recently that just angered me so fucking much, and things are just getting way the fuck out of hand. All right. So what I'm talking about, public office, public records, there's no more NDAs. Okay. No more NDAs. And I think NDAs for no details allowed. Okay. I want TMEs. Tell me everything. At least one person is someone who's running for public office. I'm not talking about a public figure. There's a difference between public office and public figure. For example, I'm a public figure. Okay. If I sign an NDA, if I do a wrong, okay, if I wrong somebody, which I'm not likely to do because I'm a righteous man, and a righteous man does not wrong anybody. Okay, let me say that again for you. A righteous man does not wrong anybody. Okay, and therefore I would not have an NDA, but let's just say I was not a righteous man and I did wrong somebody, and instead of, and they said, we're going to take you to court. And I said, whoa, I'm a public figure. I don't want that out there, even if I didn't do it. So let's settle out of court. Let's sign an NDA, and whatever it is you think I did, I'll give you money for it. And we do not talk about this in public ever. All right? That's fine. As a private citizen, even I'm a public figure, I don't have much impact on your life. Okay? If I took a bribe, to look the other way while some deacons took money out the collection plate, that's the church matter. Okay, that's for us to deal with. Now, if I ran for public office, okay, then everybody needs to know what kind of character I have, and in that NDA, should be null and void. Soon as I declare myself candidate for public office, the NDA is null and void. All right. Now I have I mean NDAs. They've been around for a while, probably since biblical times. As a matter of fact, unless I'm mistaken, it's in the Bible. It's in Psalms. Let's see. Mr. Good Book. Yes, sir. Tell me about Psalm NDA. Okay. All right. Here we go. Psalms says, poor man, there is no way around the law man, cause your finances down. The rich man can buy his way out because he has cash, wealth, and clout. That's why I say there should be no NDA. There should be no NDA. You can get away clean. You can rape, rob, steal. You can do whatever you feel. All right. Thank you, Psalm. Thank you, good book. Thank you. All right. So, that was Psalms. That's what Psalms has to say about NDAs. Basically, they're bad. It lets people get away with doing shit they shouldn't necessarily get away with doing. All right. So, now, what has got my panties in a bunch was recently, let's see, the person who won the last president, the one who, Donald Trump, okay, he has been picking people for his cabinet. Okay, even before that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the last straw. Okay, the very last straw. All right, the last straw. I'll tell you about all the other straws later, but the last straw was Carrie Lake out of Arizona. Right, she was a failed Republican U.S. Senate candidate. Carrie Lake. She been blaming everybody for her loss when she ran for governor in 2022. Okay, and then she got to the point where she just started making up shit about Stephen Richer, who was an election official. Matter of fact, I think he was like the chief election official in Arizona. And she falsely claimed, that he rigged the election against her and caused her to lose her gubernatorial election. All right. Now, it went to court, and she had like no fucking evidence. I mean, no fucking evidence whatsoever. So she settled out of court with Richer, okay? And the thing is, they settled out of court and did a non-disclosure agreement, okay? No, okay? She decided what? She just ran for Senate and lost. She can still run for another fucking office, okay? She can run for another office, and nobody's gonna know what's in what she did wrong, okay? That's wrong. You need to know who you're voting for, what kind of character they have. All right. You need to know that she's fucking crazy, that she just likes to call people names and sling shit at people and just tarnish their name for no fucking good reason, just because she's a sore loser. Okay. That's the reason. It's just not a good reason. All right. So people need to know who they're dealing with. Now, let's talk about who he's was it Linda Linda McMahon, okay? She's up for Department of Education, okay? Our minds, she's going to be in charge of helping to shape minds of children and anybody who's in education, I guess, and setting education policy, okay? So back when she was what's the position she had? She was in state government. She was now I should have written it down. God damn it. But anyway, here's the point. It was Governor Rell. She was going to be head of the Department of Education down there, and she, in her resume, said that she had a degree in education from ECU, East Carolina University. All right. Turns out she did not have a degree from there. Never had one. But her defense was, I thought I had a degree from there. Okay. You know, I see how that could work, I guess. You know, I went to a number of colleges transferring things, and some things didn't transfer, like any of them. You know, University of, Baltimore County, took business and economics. No, not business, economics. And then Howard Community College. Well, they didn't have the equivalent courses, so they didn't transfer over. So I took business management over there and electronics and computer shit over at Howard Community College, and they didn't transfer. And anyway, I spent enough time in enough different colleges that I should have had a degree, but I guess I thought I had a degree, I had enough credits. But guess what? I didn't have enough credits toward that degree. So boo fucking who? All right. I don't go around saying I thought I had a degree. I know I don't have a degree. I'm just got credits. All right. It's like going into a Buster's, Dave and Buster's, or Chuck E. Cheese, or if there's still, is there Chuck E. Cheese still around? All right, okay. Dave and Buster's. You go into Dave and Buster's and you get these little tokens and credits and you get shit. All right. Yeah, that's what I can do with what I have in my college education. I can go to Dave and Buster's if I have some money and I can get some shit. All right, that's it. That's what I can do with those credits. Other than that, they're worthless. Now, Linda McMahon, even though she's up for this thing, she had a non-disclosure agreement with that. Well, then people, that was she didn't have she doesn't have that. But what she's going to have, she's in court right now, or being investigated, her and her husband, for child sexual abuse. Okay, not that they did it, they just didn't do anything to stop it under the WWE's umbrella. They didn't stop it. They knew about it and didn't stop it. Okay, and at some point they're probably going to settle out of court and get an NDA so that nobody can talk about it. And you're not going to know that the person setting policy for your children is, guess what? Pedophile adjacent. Okay, that's what we're going to say. Pedophile adjacent. We're not going to know that. He's going to be a public figure, but all that shit is not going to be made public. Pete Seth, going to be in charge of shooting shit and killing people. Department of Defense and War and bombs, blowing things up. Okay, he raped a woman back in the day, and now, the reason why you know he raped her is because now he's claiming she raped him. He says, he changed the story several times. He says, well, first of all, there's an NDA. Let's get this straight. There's an NDA preventing a woman from talking about it. All right. But he says it wasn't rape, it was consensual. And then he says, okay, it was rape, but she raped me. All right. So you see the story's evolving, but she's not allowed to talk because of the NDA. All right. Now her friend can talk about it, but that's not the same as her talking about it. But what does Pete Jeggett say? Well, I didn't rape her because there was no, they dropped charges. No charges were filed. That's it. No charges were filed. There was no charges filed against me for rape. That's his answer. One of his answers. Now, it doesn't say he didn't rape her. Okay. No charges filed against him. There are 1,000 reasons why no charges could be filed. Okay. Maybe they settled out of court with the NDA and she dropped the charges before it got to that point. Okay. There's a reason. Another reason is they were still investigating and they were like saying, okay, we got semen. Whose semen is this? Well, let's get some samples. And they didn't get his sample yet to test it. Who knows? The thing is, they had brought charges. And so his defense is they didn't bring charges. But if we get the NDA, we know exactly what we're up against or what actually happened, because it's going to be in the NDA. What is it that she cannot talk about? So, yeah, here's the deal. I'm going to try this. Yeah, let's do this. All right. This is my plan. But it's not a law. Right? But I want it to be one. Fuck that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. We'll see what happens now. All right. See, in a regular, here we go. Now, in your regular NDA, basically there are two parties. There is the perp, okay, the perp, and then there's the not perp. All right, I don't want to say victim, but I'm just gonna say not perp, because sometimes a person may not be the same kind. Victims, that sounds like they're weak, and I'm not saying that they're weak. I'm just saying they're not the perp. So you got the perp, and they're not perp. All right. So let's say the perp is running for public office. All right. Everything in that DNA should be opened up. I mean, it's open to the public, okay? Except the not perp, who's not running for public office, they are redacted. All right. So they can say this person spent offered $9 million to shut this person up. You don't need to know who this person is. They're not running for public office. Their identity is safe, okay? They're safe, plain and simple. You don't need to know who they are. But everything else about what they accused of doing and why they settled out of court and the amount, that should be public record, because you should be able to decide whether or not you want to vote for somebody who's got that kind of baggage, whether or not you can trust them to do whatever it is. It doesn't matter. This is all hypothetical. I can add details, but it won't matter because there's my details, you can add your details, then we wind up with all this in our tail. And we don't need all that in the tail. You know what I'm talking about? So now if it's the on the other foot, let's say on the other foot. Let's say you have an activist who's, let's say she's running for office and her platform is getting rid of rape in the workplace or in the military, whatever, that kind of stuff. All right. So the non-perp, the person who was victimized in the NDA, non-perp, is running for public office. Right? And then whatever their policy is, all their stuff gets opened up. Okay. And you can see all that stuff happening. And the perp, this stuff is redacted. Okay. Because at one point they agreed they would discuss this in public. But once they declare to be once they're running for public office, all this should be made public. You need to know why they're running for what they're running for and what baggage they may have in the back. If they have an agenda, if they're taking money from another group because of this. All right. That's why I say no more NDAs. Once you run for public office, it's public information, plain and simple. All right. And don't even get me started on public workers. Those are just people that they're running for office, and in the public, you can see that they are an ass or vagina because they're in public office. You see that, okay? That's what I'm talking about. That's the plan. So if they're running for public office, what they do becomes public knowledge, plain and simple. Same thing with that's Pete said here. The person at the top of the ticket, Donald Trump, buku NDAs. Okay, his bukus as NDAs crawling out the ass. All right. For example, he had the NDA with the most popular NDA is Stormy Daniels. Okay. Now, because of that NDA, back in 2016, he wanted to run, but when he did run, There were certain things she couldn't talk about. And then she had to break the NDA and so forth. But because of NDAs, you have lawsuits, things they could do wrong. They could rip people off. They could take bribes. They could kill people. If someone is, well, I don't think you can actually get an NDA for killing someone, because I don't think you can get an NDA on a criminal act like that. And I say criminal, well, because rape is a crime, but you can get NDAs on that. Harvey Weinstein got NDAs. See, isn't that kind of peculiar how that works? Harvey Weinstein raped someone, which is against the law, but he had an NDA with Zelda Perkins. But if he had killed Zelda Perkins, he could not have got an NDA. But then she couldn't have talked anyway. Maybe that's why that happens. You can't get an NDA with someone who can't talk anyway. I don't know. I didn't look that part up, and I wasn't prepared to talk about that. But I'm sure we have probably like 100 attorneys listening right now who can say, Dr. Rev Jelly Rolle, you're not an attorney, but this is how the NDA works. And I don't care. I don't care how it works. It's not working, is my point. My point is the fact that it's working is not working for us. You got these people hiding shit all over the place, and we don't get to know what kind of dirt they did before they ruin our lives. And we thought, wait a second, if I had known they were stealing documents, I wouldn't have voted for him to be our sheriff. If I had known that he was taking bribes, I wouldn't have voted for him to be a dog catcher. If I had known he was blowing up mailboxes, I wouldn't have voted for him to be the postmaster general or whatever it is. The thing is, I wouldn't have voted for him for fire chief if I'd known he was an arsonist. He had an NDA so that he couldn't be charged with setting fires and stuff like that. No. See, and the reason why, that's just why it gets to me, because people are ignorant enough as it is. People are so fucking stupid as it is. Lord have mercy, I can't even, that gets, their stupidity is something else. We'll get to that a little bit later, I guess. But that's part of why we're in the mess we're in, okay? Stupidity, non-disclosure agreements, people not being able to talk about shit, okay? For example, this Matt Gaetz guy, he cannot be attorney general. Now, he withdrew his name, but guess what? He can still be a congressman. He can still be a congressman because he resigned from this section, okay? This section, he resigned. But since he won his re-election bid, technically and legally, he could be sworn in whenever they're swearing in a new group of Congress people. So he just resigned. He could stop that investigation. But if he decided to take his office, of course, they could open an investigation again. But here's the sickening part about this. But he's not attorney general. Attorney generals kind of set policy. You don't see them prosecuting cases, okay? They give like the final okay. But what if Pam Bondi, okay, gets the AG job, and she decides to make Matt Gaetz a prosecutor? Yeah, she could. He's an attorney. Not that he knows a fucking thing about the law except for how to be investigated by it. But she could make him a prosecutor. What's to stop that? And the only way we know that shouldn't happen is if there's a public outcry. We give such a stink, such a noise that it stops them from wanting to do that. I say, no, we care about who prosecutes us. Because that man's crazy, you know? He could start going after the women as a prosecutor. He could start going after the women that accused him of all the wrongdoing he's been doing, all the stuff he's being investigated for, the drug trafficking, the woman trafficking, or human trafficking, the statutory rape, all that stuff. He could go after people as a prosecutor. And who's going to stop him? The AG? She appointed him. She knows what kind of person he is. All right. So let me get a sippy sip here. Now, so that's my whole thing. That's what was really been bugging up my ass. That people of power can get away with almost anything if they get an NDA. But you and I, we don't have that kind of. If you and I had a dispute, if two of us had a dispute, it doesn't matter who's the guilty party. We try to settle out of court and say how much you got, and I say I got $20. You say okay, all right, you fucked up my lawn. We won't talk about it for $20. No, $20 isn't going to take care of it. You're going to drag my ass to court, and you're going to take my $20 and then some because we don't have enough money for an NDA. Now, if you live next door to, let's say, a really rich guy, and he fucked up your yard and deliberately did it and ate your house and shit, you say, I'm taking you to court. He goes, hey, tell you what, why don't I give you $100,000? Look, it's only going to cost you $10,000 to get your yard fixed and get the egg off the car and out your house and shit. And you get to keep the eggs. And the eggs are expensive. So I'll let you keep the eggs and we'll clean up all this shit. I'll clean it up. I'll give you $100,000 on top of that. And you don't talk about it. So people at church know what kind of a shit I am. So when I run for deacon, they won't know about that shit. Or if I run for librarian, they won't know about that shit, okay? Or if I decide to open up a store that sells eggs, they don't know that half my eggs, the reason why my eggs are so expensive is because I threw half of them at your house, okay? They don't know that. So that's why it's not equal, okay? Yeah, it's legal, but it's not equal, okay? Poor people like us, we cannot get the NDA. It's only the rich people that can get the NDA because they have enough money to buy their way out. And then we don't get to find out what bastards they are. There is a congressman in Maryland named Andy Harris. And he said in a public forum that rich people are more ethical and moral than poor people. Are they? Are they more ethical, or can they just buy ethics? We don't know that they're crooked. We don't know that they're scum because they bought off the people that would tell us that they're crooked and scum. If you were in a bar last night, and I know you were, not that I was there, but I know you were there. You were in the bar last night, and you filmed some lady, and you smacked her on the ass, and she want to file charges. You don't have enough money to avoid that. You're probably going to wind up in jail. But let's say, I don't know, I'm just going to have a name out of the air. Does not mean it's real. I'm going to make up a person. Let's say your name is Alex Jones. Okay, we'll make up a name, very common. Alex is a common name. Jones is a common name. So let's just say Alex Jones. You're in a bar and you grab some lady's ass, okay? You might have enough money that you can pay her. Maybe he doesn't have enough money left over. We don't know. Let's try somebody else. Let's say, okay, your name is Rudy Giuliani, and you're in a bar and you grab some lady's ass and you try to say, oh, I'm going to settle this out of court. I can give you, all right, you may not have money either. Damn it. Who's got money? Diddy. Okay, P. Diddy. P. Diddy could have been in the bar. No, he wouldn't have been in the bar last night because he's in jail. He got an alibi. God damn it. I'm running out of examples. You tell me, you give me a name. You pick a name for me. All right. Some guy named, let's pick up a name. Let's say Matthew Napolitano. Okay? Yeah. Matthew Napolitano. He's in a bar, okay, and he grabs a woman's ass, and she smacks him in the face, and she said, I'm suing you for grabbing my ass, okay? He may have enough money to just say, look, I give you 5 chickens and 9 cats, and we can call this square, okay? And she takes the chickens, and she takes the cats, and that's it. We don't find out that Matthew is a pervert. Then Matthew, let's say, runs for some public office, okay? I can't think of a public office. He may run for, let's say, Congress. Okay, but because it's an NDA, we don't know that he just grabbed a woman's ass in a bar. We don't know that because he had the money and the clout to get away with it. Where I, on the other hand, could grab that same ass and I'll be dragged before every law enforcement agency in the country, even ones where I'm not in this jurisdiction. They're just going to drag me there anyway, just on principle. Don't be grabbing asses like that, especially black man grabbing a white ass in a white town. Don't do that. I might not even make it out of the bar. Fuck, that's not a good example either. I apologize. My examples are very shortcomings. They're not very good today. Because I didn't think about this. I just got angry about it. I just got angry and said, I'm going to talk about this. Even though I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to talk about this because I'm angry. It's just not right that rich people get all these fucking privileges like the NDAs. And every time something happens to y'all, it's an overreaching government. It's not an overreaching government if it's justice. Lord have mercy. You know what government overreach is? This is what government overreach looks like. I'm a poor man. I got hardly any money. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying you're a poor man. You hardly any money. And the government says, but we're going to tax you more so that rich guy down there can have a better yacht or get a tax break on his yacht. Because we're going to replace the money that we're giving him. We got to replace it in the coffers. So you poor people and middle class people got to pick up the slack. That's government overreach. They're reaching over the rich people into your pocket to take money. That's government overreach. And that's the real government overreach, not because you're a rich person and you committed a crime and you don't get to do the time, or you don't want to do the time, so government overreach. No. When the government reaches over the rich people to take the money from the poor people, that's government overreach by definition. That's it. So now, I have a few moments left, and I didn't plan on something else. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remind people that they can be on Mind Dog TV.
Comedians, musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with the Dog is booking for the
fall and winter.
Now, get free publicity and hone your interview skill in a fun and safe setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock in syndication on iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard, like Zoom but easier, although occasionally we do in-studio interviews. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, and they have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities such as Robert Klein, Mike Binder, Eddie Brill, Doug Stanhope, Steve Byrne, Paul Provenza, Jeff Altman, and many, many others. For booking, go to minddogtv.com/booking.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Sister Golden Hair Break. Now, I have a few minutes left before I try to go into the closing prayers. Since this is the Sunday before Thanksgiving, I want to address the turkey in the room. All right. Now, some of you have waited till last minute to go shopping, and you're probably not even going to buy your stuff. Here's the deal. If you're buying a frozen turkey, you should have bought it already. All right. If you wait until Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday to buy it, it's still going to be frozen on Thursday. All right. Like, we have a small turkey. We have, it's just myself and my wife Ramona here this Thanksgiving. The kids, we thought were going to be here, but they're not going to be here. Actually, they're not fucking welcome anyway. All they do is take, they didn't give. So at any rate, so we just got to, it's just us, a 12-pound turkey. But the point is, if we're going to eat that, if we're going to cook that turkey on Thursday, we need to put it in the fridge like today or tomorrow, so it can start thawing out. Because you can't thaw it out on the counter. You got to thaw it out in the fridge, but slowly thaws, okay? if you haven't put your turkey in the fridge today or tomorrow, you're fucked. All right. If you buy your turkey on, unless you buy a turkey that's not frozen. Okay, that's true. You can buy a turkey that's not frozen. So that's your best bet. But if you go into the supermarket to buy turkey tomorrow, Tuesday, you make sure it's not frozen. Because if it's frozen, you're not going to have enough time to, y'all going to sit there eating pink turkey on the 28th, all right? Or maybe the 29th. So you should have already got your turkey already if it's a frozen turkey. If it's a fresh turkey or if it's not frozen, then sure, you got time. Now, what you need to think about if you're bringing a dish, okay, to someone else's house, make sure that you're not the only one that can eat it, okay? I'm gonna tell you that we had 1 year. I'll tell you this story about my mother. We used to have Thanksgiving dinners at my mother's apartment. This is when she got a little bit older, and so she couldn't take care of a house anymore. So she got a condo, one level, two bedroom, one level, and she was by herself. Well, no, actually, her oldest son, who was in his 50s, moved back in with her. That's beside the point. You missed the point there. So she had like 40 people in this little tiny condo. All right. But everybody brought a plate. Okay, everybody brought a plate. So for that Thanksgiving, we had turkey, we had fried chicken, we had ham, we had shrimp, we had. I'm just talking about proteins. I'm not even getting into the starches yet. I'm just talking about the proteins. I said shrimp. Did I say shrimp? Yeah, shrimp. Now, it's deviled eggs. Protein. Well, it's not a meat, but it's a protein. We're going to count it as a protein. Deviled eggs and pickled pig's feet. Not pickled. Yeah, pig's feet. Not pickled pig's feet. Pig's feet. That's right. Thanksgiving. Pig's feet. Now, if we're gonna, I'm sorry. I know there's like traditions, I guess mashed potatoes and stuffing and stuff like that. But pig feet is not a thing of Thanksgiving. Now, true, my family is black, and when they saw that pig feet, they went fucking hogs wild. They did like no intention on the pig feet and hog wild. That's not meant to be funny. That's just how they fucking acted. But my point is, if I were going to, let's say, a house that was not as southern as my mother's, or a family that's not as southern as ours, I would not bring pig's feet. Okay, so be mindful of where you're going and what you're taking. Okay, just because you like pig's feet doesn't mean you can get to take pig's feet to someone else's house. All right, this is that kind of potluck. And not like, I brought pot, I'm not sharing it, you're out of luck. Not that kind of potluck. Or, hey, there's pot, we're all in luck. No, not that kind of potluck, all right? And you're going to hear that probably like 19 different renditions of that on social media. I've been saying that fucking shit for years, since I found out what potluck was. And then once I learned what pot was, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm 9 years old, I can make a potluck joke, okay? Yeah. Now, so be mindful of those kinds of things, what you're taking and who can eat it. If the people are vegan, be respectful. I'm not saying that you can't make fun of them, but as far as serving food, be respectful, right? Make fun of who you want to make fun of. Just be mindful of what the real thing about Thanksgiving, okay? Even though I don't believe in the fucking holiday, it's a day off with pay for many people, and it's a time that people get together, okay? Enjoy your family as best you can, okay? And if you can avoid talking about the unpleasant shit, try not to do that. And if you can stick around after the meal to watch football, fine. But please don't run out to Black Friday, early Black Friday, Black Thursday, whatever. Don't spend time with your family, okay? There's always people talk about how bad the economy is and they cannot wait to go spend their fucking money. If the economy is bad, stop spending your fucking money. But it's not bad. That's why you spend your fucking money. So why don't you elect Trump, you stupid bastards? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Let's do this. let's do this. I'm going to close because I'm just down to like under a minute. So thank you all for watching and listening today. And I thank you for checking out my Facebook page and my YouTube page. And if you're so kind, so inclined to subscribe, like and subscribe, please do so. And please join us this week on behalf of the Church of Last Resort and the entire Rolle family, my wife Ramona, my kids Cinnamon and Jelly Jr., our cat Tootsie, our dog Stop Dropping. I wish you safe travels and a happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you'll join us next week at 9 a.m. Eastern Orthodox Time on Mind Dog TV and everywhere that our word is heard. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And in the name of George Collins, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah!